My name is Matthew Lee, and welcome to my presentation of EDM generator using LSTM. There's live footage that I recorded a couple weeks ago when I went to EDM concert for the first time. And I hope this is helpful for any of you who've never heard of EDM music before. So there was a lot of fun, and I wanted to build my own model that will generate EDM songs using state-of-the-art LSTM architecture. And I actually decided to blend classical music into EDM music. Why? Because patterns from EDM music tends to be very rigid and unique and distinct from each other across different songs, and they don't really mix well together. So I wanted to take advantage of floating pattern of classical music to act as a bridge between these patterns from different EDM songs. For my data type, I specifically focused on using MIDI file format because they have big advantages. They're actually very lightweight, therefore scalable. In fact, it's only 0.05% in size compared to .wav file format. And I also could change between different instruments and tempo very easily. But most importantly, I could represent keys as vectors. So using this vector representation, I could combine different instruments within the same song and align different songs, and finally transpose the entire collection of songs multiple times to generate more patterns. So after all the pre-processing was complete, I generated two separate LSTM models that generate melody and percussion. And training was done in AWS, and iterative training process was taken using different number of sequences to predict the next sequence. And I intentionally overfit my model to the training data because I was planning on using probabilistic sampling of the predictions to vary the outcome. And on top of that, I wanted to have more understanding of the generative model. So I built a neural network classifier that classifies different segments of the song as either EDM or classical as the song progresses. Let's take a look at an example. So there was an example of the song generated by my model. And at the bottom is classification performed by my neural network classifier that predicts different parts of the song as either classical or EDM as it is being played from left to right. To sum everything up, I really wanted to take advantage of my pre-trained model, so I built a very interactive flash gap that will allow you to generate and play EDM music very easily.